Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. It is KEVI. Today, a lot of you guys in my previous videos wanted me to do like more BTS ships, but I found a video on YouTube that I watched previous years by xCeleste. She is a YouTuber. She makes like K-pop reactions and BTS reactions for way longer than I have been on here. Came up with a new one, so it is called BTS HARDSHIP 2013 to 2021. Racism, mistreatment, accusation, plus more. Struggles through the years. As me coming in as an ARMY since the dope era was when I got like introduced by a friend, and then I didn't fully jump into like the bandwagon of like ARMYs until Wings era, so like Buzzword and Tears, You Know Walk Alone era type of style. That's when I kind of came in as a fandom, and from there I was a massive BTS fan. I like loved them to like pieces, about all their posters, merch, albums. Over there, which you can't see because the camera's like cutting off right there in the corner, but otherwise there's like a bunch of merches over there, and the posters over here that it's like never shown on camera. And like the more I got to know them, more I like loved them and like cared for like them, and like was like, oh man, these are my son babies, and I loved them to death. And like throughout the years, I noticed that BTS did go through a lot of hardships and a lot of downfalls. Even though there's a lot of ups, there's always a lot of downfalls too. And recently, like through like last year and like this year-ish, like 2020, 2021-ish, I noticed that BTS got a lot of racism, mistreatment, and accusation, and kind of got like more like news for like their fame and for them, which is something that for me as an ARMY, I kind of just feel like I kind of like boiled, because I'm just like, BTS worked so hard and you're just using them for marketing or clothing or whatever it is for your own use, right? And I feel like it's such like a bad thing. And like as ARMYs, what we need to do is just support the boys and, you know, just give like 100 and like 40% love and just really give them all that they ever wanted and ever needed. So this video, I think I played like the first like 10 seconds, and I think xCeleste is going to be talking in the video, so I'm not going to be talking too much. I'm probably just going to be putting some feedback, maybe pausing once every while just to put my own thoughts and opinions into certain stuff. But otherwise, I'll let the queen talk herself. So again, thank you so much to xCeleste for making this video, and please, if you haven't already, please go subscribe to her channel.
This video was not made in order to relive the sadness or to hold grudges against others. This video was made to remind us that BTS didn't rise to success without facing hurdles, and these events have created a stronger bond between BTS and ARMY.
Oh wait, I want to cry.
2013. BTS were only able to debut because the scheduled performers cancelled. BTS was a filler. Even after debuting, they couldn't get much airtime. Their performances were either shortened, cut from broadcasts, or not uploaded for online consumption, due to their company's lack of clout at that time.
저 당시에는 우리가 막 방송을 마음대로 못 깔 때예요. 방송을 막 사람 다 차 있으면 우리 못 나가고 그럴 때도 있었어.
저 때 한밤에 이게 나가게 된 게 되게 약간 우리가 막 그랬었어. 그때 그랬어요.
되게 중요한 거고
신기한 거고 되게 약간 원래 그렇게 다른 인터뷰 잘 안 해주시는데 막 그때 그런 기억이 나요. 저희를 구원해 주신 거죠.
From sleeping in one bedroom to using their own staff as extras, to recording an album in a garage. These were just a few things BTS experienced early on in their careers due to their company's limited budget.
That's weird on my clothes. Look at it. It's a printing on a $14 hoodie.
Because some of the members came from an underground rap background, but ultimately chose the path of becoming idols, they were often disrespected.
사실 남준이가 언더에서 활동을 했다고 이제 그런 사람들이 많아요. 아이돌로 올라가서 나는 언더그라운드 활동을 했던 사람이다 하고 언플이라고 흔히 하잖아요. 그러면은 이제 언더 매니아, 힙합 매니아라고 하는 사람들은 그런 거를 당연히 안 좋게 보죠.
아 쟤네 음악도 안 하고 그냥 회사에서 시키는데도 노래 받아서 춤이나 추는 것들이 무슨 가수냐, 이나 무슨 아티스트냐, 저런 애를 더 이상 나오면 안 된다.
A rapper told RM and Suga that they were on the right path, but strayed away and were no longer considered real rap hip-hop artists, deeming them girls for wearing makeup.
방탄소년단에서 사실 다 팀원도 말하고 아이돌 분이다. 네, 맞습니다. 힙합이 아니다. 방탄소년단이 무대에 올라갔을 때 뭐 이제 분장을 한다든가 어떤 메이크업을 하는 거 이제 어떤 힙합과 충돌되는 부분이 있을 것 같은데.
It's like through the times BTS did glow up, because as you saw in the beginning, BTS was not, I guess, like financially stable to, you know, glow up and grow, because obviously they were so new and their company BigHit was such at like the lowest at that time during when they debuted as like a company. So like they had to go through so much tackles and so much obstacles just to get to where they are present day. When you watch these videos, it makes you very like emotional and almost like overwhelmed with feelings because of how much they've grown through the past like 7-8 years of them being together. Different people kind of like judging them, mocking them, saying like guys don't wear makeup, it's like for like girls, and you know, like I said, remove all stereotypes. Some girls don't wear makeup, some girls wear makeup, but it depends on like a girl. But guys can also wear makeup too if they want to express their feelings, and you're just being hypocritical into yourself and just not being open to different things. And like if you see BTS is in like non-stage, photographic type of like just like day-to-day basis, they're wearing like nothing, and you can see, you know, their, you know, little scars on their face or like a small pimple. Like it's very like natural because they're not wearing anything, and when on stage they wear like maybe a little bit of like foundation, concealer, just to really, you know, look glowing and like amazing on like lighting, and like when people fancy pictures and stuff, just for like photography and like videography like stuff. I do get this clip is like from like when they first debuted, and you know, they're getting all this like accusation and all of this like, you know, like mistreatment and stuff at the beginning scene. I just ramble for literally so long. Okay, I'm so sorry. Let's get back to the video.
Shut the front door.
BTS
Shut the
were
front
being
door.
told by several people they would never make it because they came from a small agency. BigHit Entertainment was at one point near bankruptcy and didn't have the financial power to promote and push BTS the way other companies could.
Peter
with their own
Spears.
groups. In 2014, Suga shared his story about battling depression since pre-debut days. Suga continues to discuss and bring awareness to mental health through his work. Until now, BTS has continuously been transparent about their darkest thoughts and feelings, not just through their music, but also their very public personas. February 2014. BTS were accused of copying the schoolboy concept for Boy in Love, which came out shortly after another group released their music video, even though the concept is a popular choice amongst young boy bands. April 2014. During a variety show, the host confronted them about this plagiarism accusation.
제가 저희가 이거 사랑 이야기 학교 선물하기 맞이 많이 있었어요. 언제 한번 교복을 입겠다고 생각을 했는데 그게 되게 유명한 이슈가 겹쳐가지고.
Throughout their careers, they've been constantly criticized for plagiarism, often for outfits, props, concepts, and hair colors that are ordinary not just in K-pop, but the expansive world of visual arts. November 2014. Hashtag #KickoutJHopeBTS trended on Twitter, calling J-Hope ugly and untalented. The trend became popular enough that their friend and supervisor from their reality show American Hustle Life, Tony Jones, tweeted out saying, "Every member is needed and talented." Jin stepped in by telling ARMYs to cheer up and that all of them were working hard. ARMYs got together and trended hashtag J-Hope You're Perfect to comfort him. May 2015. BTS finally won their first music show with their song I Need You 2 years after their debut, but were accused of 사재기. This is when companies buy back albums to boost external sales records. But this was when their company was barely surviving financially, making the claims groundless. May 2015. V was accused of mocking another idol group after they won a music show and were accepting the trophy. People began to send him death threats. However, he wasn't mocking them at all. V was known to be a fan of this group and was singing their song out of excitement. He apologized on Twitter for the misunderstanding and provided screenshots showing that he would always listen to this song before bed. July 2015. BTS abruptly halted their concert, The Red Bullet, in New York, due to death threats towards RM. All related fan activities were also subsequently cancelled. Attendees of the show were forced to leave the venue, where there was a strong presence of security and police at the scene. RM also received.
Wait, hold up. I'm so sorry, girl. I like watching this. I just had to like slide in a little bit. I feel like people who are like saksangs, who are like really are like coming at BTS. Like I feel like those people just don't have a life. And they're just, you know, they're similar to like bullies. You know, like they don't have a, like bullies don't have life, so they just take the energy and like bully other people to like get that their energy to like restore their own. I know BTS went through a lot. Why are you spending all this energy hating on someone in the K-pop industry? I don't want to mention it too much, but there was a lot of incident where a lot of K-pop idols did get a lot of hatred, plus cyber, because it's like online and like through like media, but like cyberbullying towards them, that it caused them to end their life in a way. And it's really sad to hear that, right? We need to come together as one and really just protect and love every single K-pop idol, because they're all out here working and hustling to make it big and make their dreams come true. And if you're coming out here hating, I don't know what you need to do. You need therapy, bits. I'm kidding. We as humans, we deal with that all the time, but K-pop idols deal with the worst because they are in the public eye of everyone. Just love and appreciate your idols because they're working 10 times harder than you are. You know, if you're a fan, love it. If you're a hater, get yourself checked out, please. Like, it's just crazy. But I mean, these days saksangs are not too big in the K-pop idols for certain groups, but they're still out there.
Another death threat for another upcoming show in Mexico later that month. July 2016, people began to debate over alleged misogynistic lyrics and tweets from BTS. This led to the members and the company reflecting back on their actions. BTS's agency, BigHit Entertainment, responded with an apology and a promise to do better. Consequently, the band grew from this lesson and have since released feminist overtures such as 21st Century Girl, and in 2019 responded to their 2014 single Boy in Love with Boy with Love, a collaboration with Halsey. RM has said that since the incident, he pays closer attention to the lyrics he writes, reading newspapers and books to study the social phenomenon. After he finishes writing lyrics, he consults experts of women's studies to objectively examine the lyrics. May 2016. During their epilogue concert, aunties began to use the hashtag #PlagiarismBoyScouts. Multiple fandoms teamed up to trend this hashtag in Korea. BTS saw this, and the media latched on. June 2016. During the variety show Flower Crew, JungKooK arrived at the filming location with a bag.
I'm so sorry, girl. I can't. This clip makes me like really emotional, really like blood boiling type of thing, because like I've seen this clip way too many times and it always makes you so sad. Like JungKooK was an eeny weeny beeny tiny JungKooK like baby at the time, and he took his money out and he bought like the staff's burgers and snacks and drinks for that like shoot as like a thank you for like inviting him, I think I'm pretty sure into the show. But then like the guys totally rejected it, saying that like he's old or something. I'm pretty sure. And like JungKooK just sat there with the saddest like face, and I was like, I'm about to come in and I'm about to throw some hands here. Like I was like, you know what, JungKooK, F those people. I'll eat those burgers with you, me and you, picnic at the Hung River. You know what? Actually, just not me. Actually, bring the whole entire ARMY community. We'll eat it with you. There you go.
Of hamburgers for his cast members, hoping to
My
break
bias.
the ice. One of the cast members made rude comments and turned JungKook's offer away.
The leftovers, yeah.
BTS has since filmed another variety show with the same host, and spirits seem high. September 2016.
Butter.
Aunties made yet another project called Break Wings Project to try to sabotage their comeback in October. The project was caught and stopped once comments on YouTube broadcasting the project were put on blast. Wings then went on to sell 16,000 units in its first week, appearing at number 26 on the US Billboard 200.
Let's go. This is when I joined it.
The then highest record for a K-pop album, and making BTS the first and only K-pop act at that time to log 3 entries on the Billboard 200. Because of this, aunties took strategic pictures of non-armies and claimed that there was no line in stores that sold physical albums. October 2016. During the Busan One Asia Festival, fans were told a couple hours before the broadcast that BTS were no longer appearing because one member was absent from an injury. Even though a countless number of fans were already present at the event venue and BTS was ready and willing to perform. BTS ended up performing for the fans who attended the event and waited all day, but it was at the end of the event with leftover confetti, no proper lighting, and no cameras rolling. Their performance was not broadcasted and only fan cams were taken. October 2016. During BTS's Blood, Sweat and Tears promotion in South Korea, BTS wasn't given a waiting room at the broadcast center. So the members made do and practiced, got dressed, and did makeup in front of the bathrooms. They would practice non-stop without resting, greeting other staffers who were going to the bathroom, and other idol groups would openly look down on them. This comment was left under a video uploaded by Wei, a member from Crayon Pop. Wei responded, "Yes, that's right. All I remember is their hard work and efforts. I especially haven't forgotten RM's voice practicing Japanese." November 2016. V made a heartfelt announcement during their muster that his beloved grandmother had passed away. And he saw this as an opportunity to twist his narrative and intentions, sending him death threats and accusing him of using her passing as a ploy for attention. November 2016, BigHit released a formal statement about taking legal actions regarding malicious rumors, false statements, and personal attacks against BTS. The company continues to pursue legal actions against perpetrators to this day, enforcing a strict no settlement and leniency policy. November 2016. Fans of another group were upset that BTS won Album of the Year at the Melon Music Awards, claiming it was done out of charity and that miscalculations were made. They called Melon Customer Care, where an employee explained that the company's internal data proved that BTS scored higher. Audio of the conversation was released.
그거 이제 그 상에 해당하는 앨범들 해가지고 계산한 게 있는데 그러면은 저희가 보는 거랑 뭐 멜론 내부에서 보는 거랑 그러면은 데이터가 아예 다르다는 소리인가요?
아니요, 똑같으시고요. 고객님들 보셨던 거는 차트랑
네.
그리고 스트리밍 그 실시간 그 앨범 자체가 나오고 나서 순간 차트에 대한
That's right there. That's like a suck saying right there. Like, you know, I know like when you're in a K-pop, I guess, community, you're very focused on your certain groups that you love and you want them to thrive and you want them to win and collect these ending of year awards. But like really going out of your way, calling in and being like, hey, I think the numbers are wrong. I think this group should have won instead of BTS. Like K-pop stan s, like really kind of like dark saying type of energy, like wanting other groups to win, and you were like wanting to like really put your effort into calling like the calling center agencies to really get your facts. So Korean fans are a very high level of like, if you're not like a BTS stan and you're like another stan of a different group, like you're very like offensive about like certain stuff. It's crazy.
그런 데이터를 아십니까?
그건 아닌 것 같아요.
고객께서 보신 전체 데이터 수치는 아마 보시기 어려우실 거예요. 그 데이터는 로에즈만 갖고 있고요. 고객께서 봤던 정의를 어떤 식으로 진행하셔가지고 어떤 식으로 보신지 모르겠는데 고객님께서 정리해서 보신 거는 그 차트 반영에 관한 내용들이고요.
네.
그 부분이 아니라 1년 동안 고객님께서 스트리밍 돌리시고 앨범을 산 그 이용권 말고 많은 대중들이 전체적으로 그 됐잖아요.
네.
그거에 대한 결과 전체 음원 합산 점수예요. 내부적 고객께서 지금 생각하시는 게 혹시 내부적 이게 비리가 있는 거 아니냐라고 생각이 들 수도 있는데요.
네.
제가 말씀드릴 수 있는 부분은 비리 전혀 없으시고요. 방탄이 1년 동안 보다 스트리밍 수가 많이 받아서
That beep, I kind of want to guess what group that is already, but I'm not gonna say it because we're not gonna try to start a fan war, because this is way back in like, did Celeste say 2016? This is like 4 or 5 years ago. Or I think I know.
February 2017. BTS were accused of plagiarism after the performance at the Gaon Chart Music Awards. The part in question was when the no-signal bars on screen resembled another group's past stage. To make matters worse, the creative director of the group in question created a post on Instagram with the captions, our hard work, and siblings of the group liked that post. Gaon Charts eventually posted an official statement in regards to the accusation, admitting that their own production team was in charge of the graphics, not BigHit. BTS has not attended or performed at Gaon Chart Music Awards since, only pre-taping acceptance speeches. March 2017, death threats were made against BTS.
Here we go,
with the
again.
target being JiMin this time. This threat happened during their world tour, and BigHit addressed this threat, increasing security around the venues. December 2017, fans of a different group were so outraged by the results at the 2017 Mnet Asian Music Awards that they filed a petition under the Blue House, the executive office and official residence of the South Korean head of state. They requested MAMA to be abolished because BTS won, crashing the Blue House petition website, which was meant for the South Korean citizens only, with traffic from overseas. May 2018, JiMin once again received death threats, this time during the Love Yourself tour in Fort Worth. Police tweeted soon afterwards that they were investigating the threat. November 2018.
Level up. Just gonna pause real quickly. I know like we're both talking, like Celeste is talking and I'm talking too. It's like I don't want to overtalk it. The fan literally made a petition because they weren't satisfied with the results. That is crazy. As a international army, seeing this is just mind blowing because I never really took like my time to invest. Those K-fans associating with BTS was insane.
On November 7, a South Korean court ordered a Japanese company to compensate them for wartime labor during Japan's colonial rule of the Korean peninsula. The next day, Japan's TV's Asahi's music station announced that they have cancelled BTS's appearance on their show, slated for November 9th, due to a recently resurfaced screenshot of a member wearing a t-shirt depicting a photo of an atomic bomb and of Koreans celebrating their independence from Japan. The band subsequently became attacked by the extreme conservatives in Japan, and the news was picked up by the Western media.
바로 저 사건은 방탄소년단이 입었던 티셔츠가 직접적인 문제가 됐다기보단 그건 빌미였고 사실은 강제징용 배상 판결에 대한 이 보이콧을 하고 싶어하던 일본의 어떤 그 멘탈리티가 표현된 거다라고 생각을 할 수 있는데 그래서 그 5개 대륙에 그러니까 전 세계에 걸쳐서 살고 있는 특히 이제 한국 번역을 하는 한국 아미들이 주축이 돼서요 20몇 명의 아미가 온라인으로 모여서 이 사건이 도대체 어떤 정치적 배경에서 나왔는가 어떤 역사적 배경에서 출현한 건가 그리고 지금 그 전 세계에서 쏟아내고 있는 기사들이 어디가 어떻게 잘못된 건가 팩트 체크를 다 하면서 이 2차 세계대전에 대한 어떤 자료들을 다 모아서 백서, 화이트 페이퍼 프로젝트를 발간합니다.
영문으로 해서 저렇게 한 거예요?
예, 영문과 한국어 동시에 다 볼 수 있는데 분량이 166.
Damn, a shark can do a lot.
April 2019. During BTS's global press conference for Map of the Soul Persona, a reporter bluntly asked BTS about past plagiarism allegations.
사실 제가 그 위깅스하고 피땀 눈물 언급했던 거는 그때 이제 뭐 문제가 됐던 내용 그 표절인가 그
plagiarism?
작가분께서 언급하셨던 그
What I heard in this one was someone paid this guy to come in just to sabotage his BTS's like a persona like comeback press conference type of thing. They wanted him to dig up files of BTS back in the past. That's why he mentioned about like blood, sweat and tears and wings and stuff. And like I and Chung's face were like, you really said plagiarism beats brought up by a French photographer.
그거에 대해서 그냥
Question can be uncomfortable, but I wanted to hear what you guys had to say.
답변을 좀 듣고 싶은 부분 때문에 질문을 드렸습니다.
네, 그거에 대해서는
But BTS is so good because they know how to respond back to hate so well.
팀에서 작가님이 이야기를 하고 있고요. 저희 의견, 저희 생각도 회사랑 동일하다고 생각을 하고 있습니다. 네, 그거에 대해서는 회사에서 지금 처리를 하고 있기 때문에 뭐 결과 나오면 알겠죠. 네, 감사합니다.
Netizens later uncovered an article written by a reporter of the same name on another entertainment company's news website. April 2019, SBS Inkigayo excluded BTS's Boy With Love out of its charts for the song's first eligible week. Questions about the criteria used by the music show were raised, while SBS continued to claim the calculation period did not fit with BTS's album release time. To this, Dispatch compared BTS to another group who also released a song on the same day. That group entered the rankings and took its first win for their song that week, while BTS were left out of the rankings entirely. December 2019, JTBC reported that BTS went against their own agency and planned to file a lawsuit against BigHit Entertainment. BigHit pulled out receipts and released a lengthy statement on behalf of BigHit Entertainment, BTS, and the members' families. They called the media company's journalism practices into question, stating, "We have not only the video that JTBC used for the first report, but also the CCTV video that recorded the footage of the journalist breaking into our company." December 2019, MBC is accused of abusing their power to purposely prevent other groups under BigHit Entertainment from appearing at their year-end show, after BTS chose to appear on the US's NBC New Year's Rockin' Eve countdown in New York City instead of NBC's year-end program. According to Olsen, multiple industry sources shared, ever since October, when BTS's side told NBC that BTS would not be appearing on NBC's year-end music festival, it has been difficult for singers associated with BigHit Entertainment to appear on NBC. It is already an openly known fact in the industry. January 2020. For 29 years, the Seoul Music Awards only had one grand prize, also known as a Daesang. But in 2020, they created a second Daesang for digital music. BTS won the Daesang for physical music only, even though their stats proved that they should have also gotten the Daesang for digital music as well. BTS did not appear in person to accept the award and has only sent in video acceptance speeches since. July 2020, Naver, the Google of South Korea, reportedly invested over $80 million into another entertainment company after losing out on profits from BTS, who chose to hold an online concert through Weverse, a mobile app and web platform developed by BigHit Entertainment. BTS earned at least $21 million in ticket revenue, according to an analyst at securities firm. He stated, "Naver lost BTS, the most popular IP of K-pop, and must have felt the need to invest in entertainment to form a stable relationship." Since 2017,
I felt like for BTS, the more they subtract themselves from the Korean music wave, they're able to do so much more with their own. They have, their own variety shows, their own concerts, their own media platforms, and they're building their own growth in the music industry on their own. They don't need no help. They don't need no company and no other broadcasting showcases to help them grow. They have their own foundation of what they're doing. BTS knows what they want and what they're striving against, and they go for it, and they don't stop until they make it, and it's so empowering on their own message, and I'm sorry I'm pausing so much.
Noticed that South Korean platforms such as Naver and media journalists were ignoring and downplaying BTS's achievements. Popular websites hardly posted anything about them, nor did they feature BTS on their front pages. Music critic Kim Young-dae and popular political commentator Kim Oh-jun recently discussed this issue.
그 뉴스의 크기에 비해서 국내 기사는 상대적으로 적다는 인상을 항상 받았고 BTS는 그 버금갈 정도의 현상을 지속적으로 만들었는데 거기에 비하자면 아주 수량이 좀 적다. 호들갑 떨기 그렇게 좋아하는 이 미디어들이 왜 이럴까? 궁금증이 평소에 있었거든. 연결되는 이야기예요. 기사들이 일단
BTS의 성공은 이제 어느 정도 보도가 돼요. 그러면 우리가 흔히 알고 있는 소위 대형 기획사의 아이돌이 그것보다 사실은 못 미치는 어떤 활약을 보였을 때 미디어에 보도되는 양이나 그 커버되는 범위를 보시면 확연히 차이가 납니다. 굉장히 좀 재밌는 부분이고 이번 그래미 같은 경우 어떻게 들어가냐면 주요 부문에서 등극에 실패했다라고 한다든지.
Wait, what did that say?
들어가냐면
For instance, with the Grammy nomination, the way they framed it as they failed to make it into the major categories. You know what? We ain't gonna talk about Scammies 2021 because that was literally a fraud. Literally, the Scammies took BTS for marketing and didn't give BTS the award. Like, BTS obviously won that Best Pop Group and Best Pop Group Duo, I'm pretty sure, Best Pop Music Video. In America, they use very famous groups and very famous people to make money out it to, I guess, embark into their own companies, right?
주요 부문에서 등극에 실패했다라고 한다든지.
At least they made it something.
여러 가지 유제 이거 하나가 중요하다고 생각해요. 뭐냐면 BTS라는 이 현상, BTS의 미국에서의 성공, BTS의 세계적인 열풍 자체가 제도권의 시스템을 거치지 않았다는 거예요. 그래서 이 제도권을 점하고 있는 그 언론일 수도 있고 뭐 프로모터일 수도 있고 음반 회사일 수도 있죠. 이 사람들이 보기에 썩 납득이 가지 않고 유쾌하지도 않아요.
자기 힘이 입증이 안 되는 거지 그렇게 되면.
그렇습니다.
점하고 있는 위치에서 자기 영향력이라는 게 있는데 이걸 다 거치지 않고 성공해 버렸으니까 자기 존재 이유가 없어지는 거 아니에요. 그런 맥락에서는.
December 2020. For the last few years, BTS has been the face of political discourse on the revisions of South Korea's mandatory military service. Even though BTS and their company have not spoken about wanting postponement or exemptions, and have insisted that they will serve when called upon. In August 2018, all major South Korean entertainment companies held a meeting to discuss petitioning the government to revise the law to allow K-pop performers to be exempt from service, in addition to the top artists, musicians, and athletes that already qualify. BigHit Entertainment was not among the agencies, but BTS was used as the leading example for this revision. On December 22, 2020, the Ministry of National Defense announced that a revision has been made, effective June 23, 2021, where popular culture artists can postpone their enlistment until age 30, with the requirements that the individuals must have been recommended as recipients of the Order of Cultural Merit, one of the highest national honors given to artists in South Korea. In April 2021, 26 agencies, led by the Korean Music Content Association, filed a written objection against the revision, stating that the new law is both unrealistic and unfair. March 2021, BTS was nominated for the Best Duo Group Performance at the Grammys, which was announced during the online pre-show instead of the primetime ceremony, as it usually was in previous years. Unfortunately, they didn't take home the award, but what made fans even more upset was that the Grammys used BTS as ratings bait.
Right there. The Scammies used the BTS for eye candy and everyone saw right through it. Literally, I remember watching different artists in like the US perform this stuff. I was just sitting there literally waiting for BTS to perform, and they're the last group to perform because they held them in to keep people staying so then they can make a market money budget. I remember that like people said like numbers varied and dropped. Like when BTS wasn't there, The numbers were super low. They were like, I guess, like a few 400,000 type of style. It was pretty low, but when BTS came on, the numbers went up to like, I think it was like nearly almost 1 million viewers, or like worldwide, I guess.
Teasing that BTS's performance would be quote unquote up next, but were actually placed as the second to last performance during the 3.5-hour broadcast, and only given the time to perform an abridged performance of their song. A former managing editor for the Grammy Awards website spoke out the next day about the Recording Academy and how it pushed back on featuring BTS. But BTS got the last laugh. A live stream of the band celebrating after the event has so far garnered more than 13 million views, compared to the 8.8 million viewers who tuned into the Grammys.
Oh, it was 8.8. Oops. I said 1,000. Oh, no, I said million. 8.8. But like with a V Live, there's so much people and so much armies and K-pop fans using V Live that BTS, I think, is the most highest subscription on V Live. They rounded up after the Grammys. They rounded up 13 million people watching them. That is insane. You know, that's crazy.
March 2021. Tops released the Garbage Pail Kids Shammy Awards illustration and cards. Unlike the other artists who were featured, BTS was depicted as being brutalized and beaten up by a Grammy trophy inside a whack-a-mole. This isn't the first time BTS has been shunned, put down, or bullied.
It's been through the years.
In February 2021, a German radio station host made racist remarks about BTS, comparing them to COVID-19, and voiced his hopes that there will be a vaccine against BTS soon. He openly cursed at them for covering a Coldplay song and said that BTS deserves a 20-year vacation in North Korea.
God, I hate
Max,
that.
Lau, Steve Aoki, and more artists slammed the radio station's racism and xenophobia.
Let's go!
The host and station maintains that it was just a joke. But folks are too sensitive.
Everyone who uses like racism and, you know, the whole year, this entire like 2021-ish, with the whole like Asian racism and the whole hashtag Stop Asian Racism and like protect our Asians. This is when everything kind of broke out in like during like the 2021-ish, where Asians got attacked for being Asian and being true to our culture and our, I guess, like skin tone and our background. And with the whole coronavirus, people kind of shunned on us Asians and were like, you were the one who made corona, like go back to like, you know, China, or like go back to your fucking like coronavirus fucking city, and making this whole entire fuss about it. And like, I need you guys who are making these hate stuff to really study your Asians and love your Asians. You know, we look we look the same, I know, but like we're not the same in any form. We have different dialects, different languages, different foods, different flags, for God's sake. So like, please look and study harder than just judging the book by its cover and just thinking that every Asian is the same and you can just beat Asians down. Throughout this entire few months, and like, or so, I think, few months, yeah, Asians all around the world, especially in the US, got beat, punched, killed, murdered, word slurs, ching chong, lasting for about like a year and a half-ish, a year, a quarter. BTS got like the hardship of it because like they're very big and people, I feel like, target them. So ending that off, love your Asians and support your Asians, support BLM, Black Lives Matters, just support everyone. They're people from every different race, like they're your best friend, your family member, your cousin, your grandpa, your great grandmas, your kid, for God's sake. Love people like you love your people, in a way, you know. Don't spread no hate, and also wear your masks, you know what I mean? I see a lot of y'all going outside not wearing your masks and thinking like COVID-19 is just gonna go away on its own. You need to put your actions in and make an effort for COVID to go away. That means isolating, that means quarantining, staying inside, not partying, not going out, etc., etc.
During Zach Sang's show, a member named Liam from a boy band called Forever in Your Mind made these comments.
Yeah, I agree that they're a boy band, but at the same time, it's like, I feel like it's like a different, like they belong in a different genre on their own, because I feel like there still needs to be like a European or an American boy band to be at the top, and I think BTS can just live in their own. They're BTS. They don't, you know what I mean?
No,
Okay,
they're like
I don't think that they're
so crazy. It's
Dude, and it's global.
Yeah. I'm a fan.
I'm
They're really good.
They're good dancers.
I can't get behind it. I don't understand what they're saying.
I got it.
I don't even know what to call them, boys or girls, because I don't know what they are. Look at these.
Oh my goodness, this bit here was, I think she was mocking BTS and Monsta X, I'm pretty sure, or was it another group, I don't know, but she's like, these girls on here, like, who are they, and like they look like females, and like the one thing that most people who are not K-pop fans or not BTS fans, they just assume they're girls singing on stage wearing makeup and like, you know, etc. And I'm like, you need to get your eyes checked, sister. They're not girls, they're males. They have genitals, male genitals. They are males, and you know, you gotta respect them. Like, if you gotta respect both genders, males and females, and also, you know, the LGBTQIA plus community, and just appreciating and loving every gender in the world. Like, don't be such a closed book and be like, they're just like girls, you know what I mean, and just putting your first assumption against them. You know, that's so stupid and that's so uneducated, I would have to say. I'm just so sorry, girl. Like, I just have to say it. Like,
Look at this one. I don't know which one he is. Look at those highlights. Those chunky Tony and Guy mall salon highlights. And the contact lens.
Steaming.
You're an Asian man. You don't need to look like a girl named Ashley.
When I first heard something Korean had exploded in America, I got worried.
I got worried.
I think they look very nice. That is not what you were saying during the break!
How did this become a thing in Western culture where all these grown men and little girls are off to low K-pop boys?
你好，有啲人好，有啲人幾有嘢好嘅，有啲人有嘢好嘅，有啲人好嘢好。
Sir, you're literally just making a fool of yourself. This came out like not even long ago, like maybe a few weeks ago. They were making this like TV broadcast and they were mocking Korean and mocking BTS. And I'm just like, what are you speaking gibberish, sir? Like, that isn't even Korean. Like, the fuck? Not making fun of BTS, you're just making a fool of yourself at this point. And that's on period.
A senior editor from The Economist said, "Please no," after BTS was announced as speakers at the 75th UN General Assembly. She quickly tried to backtrack, claiming it was a joke. This led to Stephen Pollard, a British journalist, to tweet this, and Anne Hegarty, a television personality, responding with, "All this about a little Korean boy band that's fundamentally not important?"
Oh God.
So when BTS was named Entertainer of the Year by Time magazine soon after, RM said, "We're not sure if we've actually earned respect, but one thing is for sure is that people feel like, okay, this is not just some kind of syndrome or phenomenon. These little boys from Korea are doing this." BTS have always been outspoken about the injustice of racial discrimination. In the summer of 2020, they used their platform and proudly announced their support for Black Lives Matter
BLM.
and donated $1 million to the organization. With the recent rise and visibility of atrocities against Asians,
Stop
BTS
Asian
released
hate.
a statement on their Twitter standing in solidarity once again. These are just a few of the countless examples of mistreatment, racism, and xenophobia that BTS has been encountering around the world throughout their storied career. It will more than likely be a continued uphill battle. As artists of color who are constantly breaking records and barriers, amassing fans, and growing in popularity around the globe, hostility and jealousy will come easily from those not afforded the luxury of such a strong and dedicated fan base. As fans who are cognizant of their journey and understand that their popularity comes from their sincerity and talent, armies have a tendency to be protective, and sometimes overly so. If only because of the awareness of what BTS and ARMY are up against when fighting for fair representation.
Aww. I don't even have anything to say at the end of that because I literally said everything in the video already. xCeleste talking about her information, what she gathered up, and like her own opinion, and I kind of came in midways, kind of put my own thoughts into it, so I kind of said everything about the video already. Crazy that like the world's going through this, especially we had first which was Black Lives Matter, now we have Asian hate and stuff, you know. The world's going through such a dramatic time. Scary time too, as me being a fellow Asian. But I mean, we at the end of the day, we think of our thoughts and think of what we want to execute to the world and really make it worth it, rather than just not looking at your thoughts and just throwing out assumptions and judging a book before reading it. You know, like it's crazy. At the end of the day, we just need to learn to love everyone, and we need to just love all race, all colors, all genders. Just stop this whole racism, mistreatment, accusation, and etc. and make the world a happier place, you know. And that's just what we need to do. The video was very, 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 very informative. So thank you so much again to xCeleste for making it, and definitely subscribe to her channel. Her strong words, and for her making this entire video here, and all of her previous videos. Definitely go check out her reactions. Definitely go check out her other BTS introduction, mistreatment, hardships type of videos from her previous years. Are really, really good. I watched all of them already. If you guys did like the videos, then please give me a thumbs up. Also comment down below if you guys had any opinions, any thoughts about this. If you guys want to, you know, talk it out down below, I would love to message and get back to you guys on there. I always read and also always love all of my comments back. So that's that. And also remember to please subscribe. We just surpassed it, 2K subscribers. So thank you guys so much for supporting me through this journey of mine and making my YouTube dream become a reality, which is very, 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 very loved. And I'm very, very appreciative for you guys to stick around and support me. That's it from me. I'll let you guys go. KEVI signing out. Bye bye.